Oh yeah, we're doing the wave.
Hello, everybody. I forgot until the last second.
I was gonna say too busy doing things.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody
Hello.
Yes, Nietzsche. Listen. We don't want the mouse to come down on us, okay? His wrath is pure and fierce and instantaneous. So we need something not officially licensed.
Yes. Legally distinct battle among space battle music.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 6 of the Wretched Hive. We are officially in the back half of this campaign.
Woo!
It's kind of insane that like the mid-season cut was like the most insane episode we've had yet.
Listen.
That was intense.
Listen, we're just following the path of like a better version of the trilogy. Because our first episode 1, 2, and 3 of this one was better than the original than the 1, 2, and 3 of
there we go.
Not difficult.
Star Wars.
Now for the prequel. Let's go.
And then episode 5, which is arguably the best in the
there it is
that was last time. You know, we had the big reveal of Clack being a secret Jedi, and
potentially,
It's gonna be the
pretty
secret.
much is. I don't know if he's canonically a Jedi, but close enough.
Yeah.
So welcome everybody in the chat. Definitely appreciate you guys joining us. Please go on Twitter and retweet TSMR_official, I think.
It's TSMR_official.
It is.
Official,
I'm looking at it.
TSMR_official. Yes.
Please retweet that tweet. Spread the word.
Yeah, you should.
Tell everybody about the show. It's a good time.
Follow us on Twitter as well. It's
please.
how you can keep up to date. Like for instance, I'm gonna cut in here. After this is over, after Wretched Hive is over, the next season of TSMR is a mecha and mech inspired game based into in Stars Without Number. So it's not the first non-IP, so I don't feel like I'm going to get sued if I do the wrong thing. So if you like that kind of stuff, if you're a big fan of anime mecha or BattleTech or Titanfall, that's what I took inspiration from. So make sure you stick around for that, and we're still looking for cast members for that one. So if you want to try that, go for it. Sorry, I need to hijack that real quickly.
No, that's fine.
Man, can we just fucking talk about what happened last session for a sec?
We will, but give me a second. This is the show. Dolvac, we gotta introduce the show. We gotta talk about the show.
Hey guys, welcome to the Sea of Thieves podcast.
Sea of Thieves podcast.
Selfish right now because I don't remember most of what happened last episode.
Wave.
Listen, we're trying. We gotta get all the meta stuff out of the way before we jump in. So,
it's very on point for me.
So, welcome everybody. This is our actual play podcast of Star Wars: Edge of the Empire. There are no Force users in this campaign. Very little about the Force
that we know of.
Exactly.
Yeah, that we know of. Clack. Although, listen, you say Clack. Garu's been the one somehow schmoozing his way through this campaign.
Don't ask me how I survived. I survived Order 66. That's all I'm going to say.
I am what you're looking for.
Yes. So this is actual play tabletop RPG podcast. If you want to catch up and find the rules of this particular game, as they're very unique, very different from a standard tabletop game, please go on the Spikes Must Roll on YouTube and catch episode 0 of this campaign. We get into all of that, and plus a little bit of character creation, a bit more background on the characters than what these boys are about to give. My name is Jake. You can find me on pretty much everything at Jake Acapella, which is that way.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Good
job. 10 out of 10.
It was a coin flip, and the odds were in my favor today. I am the game master, so I am running this campaign. You can also find me on all of Relay's stuff, so discord.gg/relaysc, as well as twitch.tv/relay_sc. Listen, Discord, let me put underscores in my URLs, okay? Please. Why can't just let me do it? Why don't you let me do it? We have a Star Citizen podcast immediately after this at 3 p.m. 4 p.m. Eastern time, 1 p.m. Pacific, where we talk about Star Citizen, as well as a general video game news podcast on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. So please come hang out for that. We also cover all of the major IRL space launches like SpaceX and NASA and all that good stuff. So
I basically spam just pretty much all space news, like
yes, yeah,
like the latest Hubble telescope of Jupiter.
The content team role in Discord, because you post just as much space news in the Discord as Eric does. So, yeah. So I'm going to turn it over to Paul, who is the owner of this channel. He can introduce himself and his character. I'm going to eat the rest of this pancake.
Eat it. Hi, I'm Paul.
It's gone.
I run this channel, the Astropub, and if you are watching this on YouTube, it's The Spice Must Roll. It's on YouTube, youtube.com/The Spice Must Roll. I separated it because YouTube really hates when you stay, like, even, it's like, we veer a little bit off brand, and apparently sci-fi tabletop RPGs does not mesh with Star Citizen content, which is weird.
Listen,
I think there'd be some overlap.
We dealt with this when we tried to do gameplay on Relay's channel. That didn't work. We can only do talk shows and podcasts. We can't do anything else on our YouTube. Otherwise, it'll just get buried by the algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The almighty.
So as a result, we have a separate channel. So if you enjoy that, please do put it over there. I think I'll probably put like the first episode every time we put the first episode up for the Spice Must Roll for each season. I'll probably just slap it on the Astropub's YouTube channel, just because, to let people know that it exists and go to this other channel, please God, you know. But we're growing; it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But we do tabletop on Saturdays, but normally I just do space and sci-fi content mostly. At the Astropub, I stream Tuesdays through Fridays, though it's been a little rough lately since I've moved. But Tuesdays through Fridays at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and on Saturdays we start this at 10 p.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, and go until late, because after this we have you go to the relay station, and then after the relay station there'll be the captain's table. We used to have the
captain's table. We got this week.
Yeah, the pod sat Saturday. So who do I have this week? Oh, it's gonna be HC Vertigo and the Noob of Fire.
Oh God! Okay.
It's a hell of a week, and I've got
that could have been only worse if it was HC and me.
Yeah, it was almost going to be.
It was almost going to be, yeah. But then I could, we talked it out. We talked it out, yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be. We had a lot of news this week, so it's going to be a good one this week. But yeah, make sure you're doing that. Twitch.tv/Jasper. Hit that follow button here, you know, and make sure you follow and all these other wonderful content creators and such.
I'm gonna subscribe.
Ooh, overachiever.
Do it for free at YouTube.
Yeah, Dolvac. Oh wait, no, wait. Before Dolvac, who is Garu, Paul?
Oh, Garu. All right. My name's Garu Kor. I'm the Force's gift to women, and just the best damn pilot this side of the Outer Rim. So, that's all you need to know.
Lie, by the way.
Only one of those is a lie.
Yep. Not really, though.
Actually, yeah. Never mind.
Yeah,
you say that.
You say that.
He successfully wooed some women.
Two sisters. Yeah. Two sisters.
Both of
at
them
the same
in front
time.
of each other.
Yes.
Yeah, hey,
it's true.
Who knows? Maybe they're just promiscuous, so it was easy.
I did not get that impression from their episode of the Clone Wars.
The thoughts of Tatooine.
Oh, they're actual characters in Star. Oh God, Star Wars. Oh God.
Yeah, Trace and Rafa are in the final season of Clone Wars.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yep.
If you would have went through with it, you literally could have fucked the canon.
Oh God.
And we're done.
I'll be here all week. Okay, guys,
time to
go
back.
Bye, everybody.
Somebody else.
Please help me. Dolvac.
Okay.
Dolvac.
Hey, hello. My name is Papa Dolvac. I don't know. I'm here, man. I have successfully embedded myself in so many internet groups at this point that I just kind of show up places. But I'm playing Clack Beatbox. He's my sweet boy right up here. He is an albino Rhodian who is experiencing some spice onset dementia, I guess.
It's absolutely not amnesia. It is 100% dementia.
Yeah, it's rapid and it's sudden and in the moment. So Clack is a Rhodian scholar. It's actually the class I'm playing, and he's either extremely knowledgeable and competent or completely incompetent. And there's actually a mechanic there where Jake will prompt me to roll a two-sided dice, which doesn't a coin.
It's a coin.
One of those flat dice, those flat round dice. I roll one of those, and that kind of decides my competency and how much I know about the scenario in question. I most of my character's specs are built into like knowledge about specific things, and that's boosted a little bit with that extra little 50-50. But Clack is somehow kind of holding it all together right now, bizarrely. And even though I have attempted multiple times really to just get us off course, we did kill the slug. So, I mean, my methods are working so far.
We killed it a lot.
Clack will be suggesting some very violent or extremely non-violent actions at any given
Clack,
point.
there is no middle ground for Clack. It's either violence is bad or genocide.
Genocide, yeah. Flip a coin.
Yep.
Once violence becomes a statistic, it's no longer a problem. That's his method of madness.
We need a shirt that's like the front of it is like that picture with the flower that says violence is never the answer. Then like the other side is him with the womp rat on the stick that says die.
That's really all Clack is about. There's not some epic legendary backstory or tale or anything of that nature that I know of. But he has really two loves in life: drugs and a terrible food. So if there is a womp rat on a stick, he will consume.
Yep. Atomic.
Hey everybody, I'm Atomic. I am a Twitch streamer at twitch.tv/Atomic0. You can find me on the Twitters at TTV Atomic.
Playing Hades right now.
I was, I played that on Thursday. That's a really, really, really fun game. Highly recommend.
It's a good one.
It's a really good roguelike. Yeah, so my Twitter is also TTV_Atomic0 because I forget how to spell my own things. And you can mostly find me on here on Saturdays when I'm not streaming. I'm playing Hotshot, which they've most recently found out, or at least the audience and I found out. His real name is Dralius. At least that's all you know right now. He was a Togruta that was once high on the hog and is now on the run from his ex-partner Dryden Voss of Crimson Dawn.
You say that, but Dralius Azulia has been under your window.
You guys don't know that.
Okay.
Also, please ignore the character art of Hotshot here, who is a Twi'lek.
Exactly.
Totally a Togruta. Everybody just visualize it's male Shakti, okay?
Yes.
But dressed like this man.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the best I could find.
What we're trying to say is that if there's any artistic talent out in the Precise Must Roll, we need more We need fan art, especially of the ridiculous Duke Boys-esque jump with a speeder from last time.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I need that scene.
Please,
I need that scene.
Like we suggested that from the meme, by the way, and we just
Bye,
rolled with
Darsh.
it. Oh,
Bye, Darsh.
But welcome back, Darsh.
Hi, Darsh.
Oh god,
Darsh.
Dovak is leading now. We're all gonna die.
Oh God.
all right. Roll a vitality check, all of you, right now.
That's it.
And finally, last but not least, is Darionator, who has rejoined us.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay, good. Because Discord's telling me it's not hearing me. But anyway, yeah. Hello, I am Darionator. I have technical difficulties.
No, Darsh, you are the technical difficulties.
I am
Always.
yes, because I on this podcast play K1A4, a combat droid, AKX combat droid,
It works.
and yes, it works. I'm glad it works. I paid a lot of money to make it work. He's got some mantis blades, and yeah, he's gonna cause some mayhem. Hopefully, he used to be a Imperial droid, but got captured by the R word of this era, either resistance or rebellion. I keep forgetting.
Rebellion.
It's rebellion.
Rebellion.
This
If
is
it's
either
before the
resistance,
Death Star,
Republic, or
there's
rebellion.
The rebellion.
If there's a Death Star, it's the rebellion. If there's a giant fuck off moon and emo Skywalker, then it's resistance.
By the way, that has been confirmed to be Ilum that they use to create Starkiller Base, which is pretty cool.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
and it makes sense. They need all that Kyber.
Yeah.
Go. All right.
Where better to go than the source?
So, yes, whatever it was, they captured me and wiped my memory, but something went wrong during the reprogramming, and now I'm just a free droid looking to basically just see what happens. Really, because my memory is wiped, I really have no allegiance, no drive. I'm just in it for the fun. Other than that, I am Darionator, and I am a man of the internet. And most of the time, I just do this sort of thing. I design pretty things for Twitch people.
Yep. I am one of
And
those
I have
Twitch people.
He made this entire overlay. He also made the overlay and updated overlay in the animation for the Info Runners recently.
Yes.
Several folks
Did our overlays on Relay.
Yeah.
Yep.
if you-
Meyer, I've been working with Meyer, and for Paul, I did the this is the third tabletop RPG that that I've done.
See,
but yep,
ours is good. The Actium's is just like
yeah, I poured my soul into that one.
It's good. It's
Oh.
really good.
oh,
You know why it's good? Because there's a lot of very consistent user interface stuff in the Expanse TV
Expanse.
show.
Yeah.
yes.
Star Wars is a mishmash of fucking everything.
Yep.
I mean that is like,
mean, it
like
makes
the
sense
description
when
of the
something is-
entire thing, not just
Yeah.
when it comes to user interface design.
Yeah.
Star Wars is a fantasy series with spaceships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but I'm just saying that because if anybody would like to give me some money and I make you
Hire
pretty
him.
things.
Sniper teams. Yes. If you're looking for people, as I say, if you like
Engage
this,
in my services. That's the
Please.
phrase I was looking for.
yes,
Yeah,
pay
because
him
I'm
money.
unemployed.
Pay him money. Is what he
Yeah,
should
love
say.
you
Pay
long
him
time.
money.
Yes, I also love you long time. Yes. Other than that, I also run a podcast called The Fortnightly Frontier. It goes out every 2 weeks on twitch.tv/Meyer, and the next episode is tomorrow. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, gentlemen, last time we left off, a lot of stuff happened. There is a smoldering crater where Timo's palace used to be. The Crimson Dawn is careening ever forward towards Mashuda. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine.
Fine.
The boys here managed to escape both of those things, as well as a small platoon of stormtroopers, which I plan to be like
a strong word.
the encounter for this session. But we just went ahead and skipped that, and we launched ourselves past that encounter, and now we are
Navigated.
Yes. Yeah, big ramp jump trooper. Yes. And have landed themselves into the landing bay where the Crate Fang is, which is the ship they've been looking for this whole time. They've dispatched all of the security droids around here. And they step onto the ship only to have realized that, of course, the owner of the ship is on his own ship. So Krusk is Trandoshans are usually pretty tall. I'm going to say and this might be an exaggeration, so apologies for Star Wars nerds out there. I'm gonna say Krusk is about 7'2". He's a tall man.
How much is that in color? If you're not watching in black and white.
Hold on. 7'2".
You have to put that in like T units.
Meters.
We're gonna put it in non-American units, non-freedom units.
2.18 meters tall.
All right, so basically your average basketball player.
Yeah, very tall man, but also lizard.
Big man in basketball parlance.
Yes.
Yeah. Sanders.
Trandoshans are lizard people. So they have very scaly, kind of. They're kind of like lizardy, but like kind of like rough, like a horny toad almost.
Let me put it this way: for Darge, who's a Star Trek nerd rather than a Star Wars nerd.
I know who exactly. I know.
You know the Gorn?
Yeah,
they're basically
Gorn.
The
Yeah.
Gorn. I'm pretty sure that they just stole the Gorn costume from Star Trek.
Yeah,
and then
100%.
And just
I mean, he's
100%.
right. I mean, he's over there. I can see his token.
Yeah.
But yes.
They're very notorious for having very short tempers. They're basically Klingons without honor. And they'll very much like work for the highest bidder. They're very they're very capitalist, libertarian. Like they're the ones who are like flying around the outer rim, just kind of making money where they can, and they don't care about anybody else. And
also one of the main bad guys in the Star Wars clone Commandos, or
Republic
Commandos.
Yeah.
That video game series. That's how I first was introduced to them, as playing Republic Commando. And be like, oh, geez, giant lizard people. All right, they were in episode 5.
You see one in episode 5 for about a split second. His name is Bosk. But this is Krusk. And he's a bounty hunter by trade. And he owns this ship, which you all probably recognize the shape of. It is a Corellian YT freighter. And
or orangey.
He did paint it orange. He did.
It's not whitey, it's orangey. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, this is what I do. I make bad puns.
He's also modified the ship quite a bit. It's a bit more heavily armed than the Millennium Falcon, and doesn't have near as many smuggling compartments and things like that. So like the Millennium Falcon was built for smuggling and stealth and speed. This is more built for cargo hauling, as well as just slapped a bunch of weapons on there. So it's not nearly as fast as the Millennium Falcon, but it's got some punch to make up for it. Somewhere between the Millennium Falcon and the Defiant, just right in the middle. Yeah, so you all walk up the ramp of this ship.
Force
And
die?
roll the force dice.
Oh
Roll
yeah,
force dice.
thank you, Darj.
Oh yeah.
You might want to hold on. I need to reset the dice. Hold on.
I don't know how I got 2
prepared
threats,
for the session today.
but that's one dark.
You go ahead and reroll.
Yeah.
It's
No.
fine. You got.
Rip.
You still have your boost die on there, but that's.
Oh,
No.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Ow.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
No.
Poor
Boys.
dark.
I'm pretty sure it already says 4 dark
It
side
does.
points.
It
It
does.
does.
So-
Yeah.
We
So I think we're
continue
good.
where we left off.
We're going to continue. All right.
Did you do your obligation roll, or did you do that off screen?
I did,
Okay.
but it pretty much just told me keep going with our boys, the Crimson Dawn.
Yeah.
Boo.
So yeah, you guys walk on the ship here, and Krusk is carrying some crates. He's coming from the lower deck here, where there's some bunks and things, but he's kind of walking over to one of these cargo places here. And as he's walking past, he notices the 5 of you, and is like, "What? Hold on, stand by."
Who the hell are you?
I reach out on my back, pull the box, and go, special delivery from Avocado.
Wait, do you say avocado?
Yes.
Oh, this has made my day.
Okay.
I know it says
those who missed
tomato or something.
For those who missed the previous episodes, his name is Acevado.
Avocado.
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 Yeah.
You're welcome.
This man has access to so many patches early. It's,
Okay. So, Darj, I am going to have you roll deception.
Okay. Hold on. Skills.
You might want to clear out your force die.
Yeah, I already have. There's a very, very convenient button that does that for you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Little refresh there button.
Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing.
Okay.
okay.
Wow.
Hmm.
Like a
I have
palindrome.
to think.
It's like
Yeah, I think you need to start thinking about like what would nothing be? Because if it's not a success, it's not a failure. What is it? What it
So I know exactly what that's going to be.
Okay.
Krusk here looks at. He kind of looks past K1, as if he's not there, and he says,
What are you doing on my ship? Why are you bringing this clanker here?
we have a package for you.
I was going to pick that up.
Just
They
think of
don't
it
do
as a new
delivery.
complimentary.
What's going on here?
It's a complimentary service.
I look at them and go, guys, maybe we should just figure something out because those imps are probably going to come in here pretty fucking quick and figure out where we are.
Quick draw.
Bree is like with us right now,
Yeah.
right?
Yep, Bryn.
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 I don't think
Buddha.
I'm thinking about cheese right now. I'm sorry.
She kind of looks at you guys and says, "Hey, like, Krusty's bad news. We need to figure out something fast."
I look over at Krusk and go, Oh, well, we're just going to drop this facade right now, Mr. Krusk. We're from the Imperial Security Bureau. You have been audited for not paying your taxes properly, and we're here to ensure that to audit your current personal possessions while you are doing service in the Imperial space.
Clack is just kind of behind Garu, just waving the womp around.
Have you not eaten that yet?
Womp rat's a big thing, man.
It's big.
Yeah.
Dog, essentially.
Yeah.
And like Clack has been picking bites out of it.
Yeah.
It's like a root.
So I'm gonna have you roll deception, but I unfortunately am going to give you a setback die because you are directly conflicting with the fact that
He said delivery.
K1 is holding the motivator he purchased.
Yes.
So yeah,
Two
go ahead
separate
and
people.
roll.
We just came at the same time.
Let's go. Advantage.
Hey,
Advantage.
Okay, so Krusk kind of turns to you, and he puts down the box he's holding, and he walks up to Bryn.
I've smelled you before. You're that lady who didn't let me land.
Well, that's rude.
You can smell that through a comm? Damn.
She's behind us.
Yeah, but he said you smell familiar.
Yeah.
I detained you because you don't have any permits to be here. You just let us leave. I'll drop the charges.
She lets it slip that you're about to leave.
I'm gently dropping the box somewhere on a suitable shelf or ground that's slightly out of combat range. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So not exactly at my feet, but just slightly, like a meter or so away.
I'm also going to turn to Krusk as she says that and go, God damn it, Mr. Krusk, you're also there's some questions that people have about you and the Bounty Hunters Guild specifically. Not a lot of people like you in the Bounty Hunters Guild, so there's a lot of answers you have to answer for. That's why we're here.
Listen, I'm here on very urgent business, and now that business is complete, and I have to get back to my mark. You can't. What is going on? Give me your Imperial credentials.
Is he
This
is he with it? Sorry, go on.
I'm just gonna say this is probably your last actual shot to convince him that you're legit here.
I'm going to give him my actual Imperial credentials. But
Okay.
Go ahead.
Is he actually in contact with us? Is he like face to face with all of us now?
Wait, don't we have that one thing? Didn't we buy Imperial thingies?
yes, the Imperial code. Yeah. All right. So yeah,
Okay.
I'll reach over and it's like I go, K1, you have the code.
The code thingies.
Affirmative.
And I'll drop. I will drop
Place.
the place the motivator somewhere so I can free up my hands to reach for the credentials.
Crush
There
the
you go.
motivator so your hands are free.
So I will reach into my bag, pull out
It's a code cylinder.
what do we
It's an Imperial code cylinder. That's what it is.
Yep.
Right. It's little things they have in little pockets.
I have two code cylinders. Didn't you? Are they identical?
As far as you can tell.
As far as I can tell.
Yeah.
All right, I'll just
And one. Pick one.
give him
with
the
your hand.
shinier one.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm gonna say go ahead and roll deception here.
All right.
I'm gonna give it to K1 since he's actually doing it. I'm lowering the difficulty. There's still a setback die on this because he is very suspicious. But I did lower the difficulty back down to 3. So
I see your
We'll see
fourth
how
die
this goes.
shenanigans here, sir.
Yep.
Hey! Success with a
Okay.
threat.
Success and threat.
All right. So So Krusk takes the code cylinder and plugs it into a data pad that he has that has an Imperial symbol on it. And he looks and he says,
I don't like the look of this. It checks out, but it's an older code.
We haven't updated in a while. You have two options. I've got 2 squads of stormtroopers outside right now who are willing to rip this thing apart. You want to get this ship back, you have to get it back in pieces and reassemble it. The Jawas would love it. Or you can let us on board. We've brought your little device here. By the way, this is being for right now it's Imperial property because you owe back taxes. You will take us to where we needed to go, and then we'll deal with it with the issues at hand. All right, just think of this as part of your service to the Empire.
I don't like this. I'm gonna go see what all this, what this Imperial commotion outside is, but do your inspection.
Is he gonna walk by us?
Yeah.
Can I just
that was such a good performance that I was convinced that what you said is accurate.
All right, he's out. I'm hacking the fuck out of the ship.
Hack the ship. Yes. I go, all right. I turn to K1 and go, hack ship. I'm going to the cockpit. I look at Bryn as I'm running out there and I point at her. I go, make sure that we're good to go. As I'm running down the hallway.
Jake, did we notice where the turrets are for this ship? Are they on top and on bottom or just one side?
Go ahead and roll Underworld for me.
Okay. I just didn't know if we noticed it while I was.
Or actually, no. Just kidding. Not Underworld.
Perception.
Why can't I reset my dice? There we go. Hold on 1 sec. Nope. Roll Core Worlds for me.
Oh, this will be great. 2 threat.
Sorry.
Okay.
Did you take the hyperdrive elevator with you, or is that just on the ground here still? I'm not doing anything with it. I'm just curious.
I put it on the ground and I didn't do anything. Where am I? I don't see myself.
You're
down at the bottom,
back of the ship. I put you where the computers are.
All right. Yeah, and the hyperdrive motivator goes where?
I'll
In the
say
cockpit?
in that room. I don't know the intricacies of a YT freighter, to be totally honest with you.
All right.
All right.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, I'm actually probing my mind because there is a scene in the news trilogy.
It's on the exterior.
Is it on the exterior?
The scene where they fix the hyperdrive motivator has because they're in the cave with they're in the worm.
Yeah,
and they have to go outside to get shit off.
Yeah, but they also in the new trilogy they have an actual compartment. That's what was broken when the BB-88 does the famous
I remember where it is.
Where?
I remember where it is. When they are escaping from Bespin at the end of Empire Strikes Back, remember that it is the hyperdrive that is deactivated by the little scrawny dudes in Cloud City. They purposefully deactivated it so they wouldn't know. R2 fixes it because the panel is in the wall. So I'm gonna say it's like here.
Okay, back there.
I mean, and that makes sense. It's like near the engines anyway.
It's the engines, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna. This is not the hyperdrive. It's simply it's like the spark plug of the engine.
It's a subcomponent.
I'm going to take a moment and say, nerds. We are massive nerds. The fact that we just all quoted 3 different locations that we knew of.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So and it depends on the ship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
Different models.
In episode 1, R2 also fixes the hyperdrive on the exterior of the Naboo cruiser. So, yeah, I'm a big nerd. All right, so, Clack, what are you doing?
I guess if this hyperdrive motivator is just kind of here still at the entrance, I'm gonna look at.
No. If I'm taking, if I know where, like, would I know where to go to hack and to install the motivator?
No, actually. So go ahead and roll perception for me.
Oh God.
Actually, no. Roll mechanics. Sorry.
Slightly better. No.
No. All right.
Failure, but two advantages.
So this is a single failure. So you don't know where it is. But your two advantages are you're kind of on the right track. You found the room. You know where you are. So like, you're not just going to be like, "Where's the engine room? Where's the engine room?
Where's the blacksmith?" That is such an obscure reference. So if I hack the ship, could I just immediately download its schematics to know immediately then? Because I want to log the ship.
Port, yes.
Yeah.
So, but basically, what I'm doing right now is I'm delaying your actions right now.
I know.
Because
it's infuriating.
Failed the roll.
That's bad.
Failed the roll, Darge. Come on.
How could you, Darge?
I'm just trying to find the turret compartment.
Okay. Go ahead and also roll perception for me.
Because I just want to. Because my thought is, if people are come running in, I want to be in a turret. Perception. Yeah. Success and an advantage.
Okay, so Hotshot, you not only find the turrets, you recognize that there are two of them,
okay.
and you call out to Bryn and Clack and say, like, "Hey, there's turrets."
I'm going to go down to the base one because I figured that'd be the most useful for ground troops.
Clack.
Okay.
Do you want a gun?
No. Clack, no interest in this. This is that level of violence is too like direct,
too personal. Yeah.
So Clack is still holding like so as Bryn is like I guess going to the guns or whatever. Clack is just holding the crowbar he used last episode and the womper on his stick and is like following her around confused and kind of like I can't do it. Like I'm holding two things. So Clack is just kind of wander around a little bit and then actually kind of go up to Garu and just kind of sit in the co-pilot seat while still like double fisting this crowbar and this womp rat on the stick. And he's just so he's not touching anything, he's not messing with the controls. He's just holding these and just like maybe some womp rat grease is maybe dripping around.
Yeah. Okay. So while this is happening, while you're all kind of feeling your way around the ship, unfortunately, one of the platoons of stormtroopers makes their way into the hangar bay.
Are these turrets operational, or are they or not just yet?
Good question.
Yeah.
I was going to, when I climbed into the pilot seat, I was going to make sure I started the pre-start sequences to make sure that everything's online.
Yep. I'm gonna have you roll. I'm gonna have you roll your pilot skill here in a sec, there, Paul, to see if that worked.
And if Garu like needs like co-pilot assistance, like hey Clack, go do that. Like Clack was willing to do some of the basic, like it's Star Wars universe. Clack is like aware of like the basics of like interfacing with controls.
Good.
But
there's
no idea what he's actually doing.
We're gonna have to flip a coin to see if he does. All right. So the troopers walk into the hangar bay, and the loading ramp is still lowered, so you can hear very faintly the conversation that's happening because actually Krusk is the one who meets them at the door.
This is why I wanted to hack the ship so I can, close the ramp.
Yeah. So Krusk greets the Imperials and says,
"What's the meaning of this? I've been delayed for too long on this trip, and only to have you imps tell me that I can't leave because you need to do some inspection?"
Sir, we have no idea what you're talking about. We're looking for some fugitives that hijacked that hijacked one of our freighters and used it in a terrorist attack. If you could point me in the direction of a small Rhodian man, about 5'6", 5'7", pale skin, it would be greatly appreciated. We can expedite whatever this is that you're talking about.
We all hear this, right?
Yes.
All right. I shout through
I'm
the
sorry.
ship. I shout through the
The
ship.
what?
Hot shot. I think they're talking about, or I look over at because you're up with me right now.
Yeah, I'm
Clack,
with you.
right?
I'm-
I look over you, Clack, and then I
That's
look
exactly-
back and I go, motherfucking rebels.
Okay,
Hot shot. We might have some company real quick.
At the same time, Garu says that, I look directly into his eyes and say, "They're talking about Bryn."
Can I start pew-pewing?
No, because
Okay.
there's no power to anything in the ship right now.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna be spending like every second trying to like get like it's not working yet. It's not working yet.
Yeah. Okay. So Garu, I'm going to let you do this first.
Okay.
And let's see if your magic touch with the ships will help you get this activated first.
Okay. Pilot space,
So
right?
let me go ahead and I'm going to add a setback die to actually going to add 2
Okay.
setback dice to this.
You're a monster.
We're going to try it.
You're trying to hotwire the car while the
Yes.
owner is talking to the gas station attendant.
Yes.
So the setback is so the first setback is you're on the clock. This is a high pressure situation, so you're a little panicked right now.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, the other setback die is because one, we're about to find out if you've ever flown a ship like this before when you roll. So yeah.
All right. It goes nothing. Nothing.
Nothing.
All
Literally
right.
nothing.
Nothing happened, but that's still a crazy roll that just happened.
Yeah, that is a crazy roll. Literally nothing happened. So what happens is as of right now you don't have access to this ship. It is locked out because Krusk was smart enough to, lock his ship.
He's not Timo. He was actually smart enough to lock a door. The second I can't do it, I look over at
Clack.
and go, Clack, I can't get the fuck access to this. What the hell's going on?
Okay, I'll say I'll handle it, and Clark just kind of leaves and is going to run back to like K1. It's kind of like to the back of the ship.
Yep.
All
What do
right.
you say?
Hey, Paul, zoom out a little bit.
All right, yeah, you're done.
If you zoom out a little bit, we'll be able to see the whole ship.
And also, Paul, if you want to scroll down for like a second just to show where the troopers are. There they are.
There's just
Big
actually
boys.
one big trooper.
One big boy.
Well, I didn't want to put 1,000,000 tokens, so I just made one big token.
The Rancor-sized stormtrooper. Okay. So I'm just going to...
Ant-Man found a new job.
Hey, man. Hey, look. Look, I know you're doing a really good job over here, and everyone's really proud of you. But like, Garu was just like really complaining to me about how you just aren't you're just not really pulling your weight here. So I'm gonna need you to get it together and kind of like start this bad boy up. Because my Womp Rat on a 6 is getting cold and it's already covered in dust, and this is really just not doing it for me. So I'm just gonna keep babbling to K1 and very annoying as he's like very clearly doing things to the ship. So that kind of string of consciousness of just like, hey, look, can we just get the move? I don't know what you're doing back here. It just continually is coming out of Clack's mouth. Just at K1 as he's doing stuff.
Can I fucking roll, please?
Yes. Darsh, go ahead and roll. You find an access port, and it looks like the main computer as far as you can tell. So go ahead and roll computers for me.
All right.
Hey.
7 2 threads.
So let's see.
And Clack is going to start slowly slinking
Okay.
back. cargo to like.
So you gain access to the system. However, you don't simultaneously find out how or where to install this motivator. So I was going to let you do it all in one shot if you succeeded that roll, but your threats prevented this. So but that being said, you do have access to the system. You were able to lift the lockout.
All right, sweet. And close the ramp.
Yep.
Right. And I'm guessing Garo is able to do a startup now.
Yes. So Garo, I'm just gonna let that happen because the ship is unlocked and you know how to operate a ship.
Yeah.
I will go on the radio because I've been waiting to use this filter. Just go to
Yes. Do it.
Ship is unlocked. We can go.
Nice. All right. At the same time, Hotshot, the controls in front of you light up.
Okay. Wherever it's spitting, straight to them.
Okay. Are you going to fire right now, immediately, or
Absolutely. It's just gonna be like no hesitation.
What we're talking about here, like this is the shoot man.
Yeah.
this
gonna,
is the shoot man.
I'm just gonna keep pulling the trigger until this dust keeps going.
So go ahead.
The First Order shooting
gunnery,
Luke
right?
in The Last Jedi.
Yes.
1 sec. Let me look at your stats here. I just don't. There's so many stats in this game that I don't remember which ones are which.
But my gunnery, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is gunnery. So
Yeah.
go ahead and roll gunnery for me.
I want to use a light side die because
Okay.
I don't
That's a
get
good
you
idea.
don't get the use light side. You don't get to shoot a turret for the first time all the time. Do you
Yeah,
just
exactly.
put a boost
Yeah,
die?
add a boost
Okay.
die there.
Okay, and then
You're gonna need it.
the gunnery.
Oh!
Holy fuck, dude!
3 successes, 3
Wow.
advantages.
Dude, that big
Question.
stormtrooper is dead.
Question is that
It's
No,
not
these
quite a
guns
crit,
are.
so he's not.
Okay.
He's not dead yet.
Okay.
I like how
You do a lot of damage, though.
We've established that it's one big stormtrooper.
It is
Size
not one big stormtrooper.
Hey,
You
what's going
do-
on over there, guys?
Hey, stop it!
So
That hurt my
so-
feelings.
Back on track, guys. Let's focus. Let's focus.
yes, there's
Sorry, I have a new toy. I have to
Big
use.
stormtrooper is very good. I'm sorry.
there's 6 stormtroopers in the platoon. So you managed to actually knock out 2 of them. Whether they're dead or just incapacitated, you can't tell
Just
from
2
this
with that roll?
They're dead though. They're done. So
Yeah.
you carved 3.
I mean, but it's isn't it like the sort of same bolt as the AT-ATs do, and where bodies go fucking flying everywhere?
Yes. So what I was about to say, Darj, is all 4 of the other stormtroopers fly to the ground.
Okay.
And most of them are incapacitated, but the one person that is not incapacitated is Krusk, who then turns around to all of you and says,
Says, hey, what are you doing on my ship?
Bryn at this point fires as well. What are your
Oh.
stats, Bryn?
Fires at what?
Awesome, perfect.
By the way,
I'll
she
tell
has
you in just a
she
moment.
has the medical droid on board, right?
She does.
We brought it on board. Okay.
Wow.
There we go. Okay. Cool. So she has.
Remember the time where we thought we were gonna go make Bryn just buy this super expensive droid with her own money and then fucking leave the planet without us?
Okay, so what she does is she shoots the stone above the door. So she's on the top turret of the ship, So she aimed upward like this and shoots above the doorway to get in, and a bunch of rocks come falling down, and also thrust Krusk to the ground as well as he dives out of the way.
I know it's like the rocks. It's like they're just rocks in the ceiling that have fallen out.
Like chunks of the structure.
It's made of stone. Like this whole building's made of like pour stone. So, she just blew.
Try saying that twice, 3 times quickly.
Krusk.
What?
Thrusties.
Yeah, Krusk. I did it.
Leather wrist
all right.
watch. Iris.
So Paul, this gives you a chance to get out of here. So let's go ahead and do that.
All right, I'm gonna roll it.
Oh, Jake, pure curiosity. These 2 turrets, they're like stand-up lane fucking turrets. So like one is on the top, one is on the bottom, right?
Correct.
Okay. So like I assume Bryn is on the top.
Yes.
Hot Side's on the bottom. Okay, that cool.
The way I like it.
That is why Bryn did not shoot them.
Yeah.
She instead shoot
the ceiling,
the door.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll a pilot spaceship.
Gotcha.
Or spacecraft.
Oh, damn.
That is 6 successes and 2 threats.
What even is that?
I told you he's the best pilot in the Outer Rim. Han Solo can suck this. That's what I'm just trying to say, all right?
Dude, Garu has gone from extremely shitty to very cool.
This is exactly what he does. This is what he's built to do, is just fly shit. That's what he does.
I just imagine it says like, whoop. Just gone.
So the threats are going to come into play here, but here's what happens. Immediately the whole ship shudders because Paul just jams juice to the engines, just absolutely pumps that juice, and he rotates the ship ever so slightly, tilts it up at about a 50-degree angle, and then completely obliterates the stormtroopers.
Yeah.
And Krusk?
Well, I'll let fate decide. Krusk. All you can see is the stormtroopers getting absolutely fried by the Crate Fang's engines. So they're gone.
It's a bad time for everyone over there.
Yeah. and without the landing gear coming up, without anything, this is within seconds. Garu just fires the ship out of the landing bay like a bullet.
It's like a Star Citizen ship where you're getting out of the hangars and you just point yourself up and just
yeah, that's exactly what happened. So yeah, we are now in the upper atmosphere.
Already, wow.
Just while this is happening, Clack was like leaving K1 and going back to Garu, but he took off while I was walking. So I'm just like banging up against the wall.
Yeah, and your Womp is getting beat up.
I'm like smearing Womp grease on the walls.
So, Paul, I got no more maps, so you can go ahead and switch over to our beautiful mugs.
All right.
All right, and I would like to figure out where to plug this thing. Then I guess before we exit atmosphere.
Before we get hit by a turbo laser and die, you mean?
Yeah, that.
End the session. Like this is already like an entire session's worth of shit that has happened.
Yeah. So that being said, there, Darj, some of the one thing that'll kind of necessitate the need to get out of here is you quickly see coming into view 2 large objects. First is one you definitely expected, which is the Imperial frigate that was sitting in orbit. Your weapon of choice against Timo the Hutt.
One of the weapons of choice.
Yes. And
still so proud of that.
Yeah.
It was a good day.
I can't believe you guys did it. I can't believe it. Oh, that was a very tough roll that somehow Garu managed to make, and here we are. The other object is actually coming at you. So the frigate's in front of you as you're coming up, and it's kind of coming into view as the atmosphere starts to thin. The other is, if you look, I don't remember.
Oh god, it's the
directions.
It's the Crimson Dawn. Okay.
It's
It's well, you have port, which is right, or left, and starboard, which is right, and then so bow is front and aft is rear.
Right, yeah.
So Garu, you see the Crimson Dawn vertical pleasure craft along with 4 escort fighters coming at you from the starboard side of the ship.
Since Clark is just up front, he's just commentating to Garu kind of in like the cadence of "Are we there yet? Are we there yet?" But he's saying, "That's not a moon. That's not a moon." Every time we see anything at all, so like the frigate's like, "That's not a moon."
The second I see those fighters coming in, and I see he's saying, "That's not a moon. That's not a moon." I'm gonna look at him. I'm going to grab him by the cheeks, and I'm going to go.
You don't have cheeks. I guess.
I grab you by the beak. Yeah, the nuts. I grab you by the
just
beak.
Squeeze them by the mouth.
I go, shut up.
And
I'm trying to fly. If you have something valuable to add, then add it. Otherwise, let me focus. And I get over the comms.
I have something valuable to add. I kind of like leave.
Oh God. I go through the comms and I go, K1, what's the status on our hyperdrive?
Working on it.
Yeah, go ahead. K1, please roll mechanics for me. Yes.
Mechanics. All right.
Hey!
All right.
All you need.
So you managed to install the hyperdrive motivator. It's actually a very simple system, looks like. It takes you
USB.
a little bit of time. However,
He had to flip it over once.
Flip it,
Yeah,
flip it,
He
flip
got
it.
it right once, yeah.
He put it in the right way, then it was wrong, and then he put it in the wrong way, and it was wrong, and back in the right way, and it's again, yeah.
However, one last thing happens as you put in the motivator is you hear a and something shorts somewhere.
Where? I'll look for it.
Good question. Go ahead and roll perception for me. Actually, real quick, go ahead at everybody. This is now a combat scenario, boys.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead and roll vigilance.
2 success and a threat.
Hey, advantage.
Uh-huh.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
Look, Clack is extremely not vigilant. Oh,
What?
Okay.
Wow.
I am your god, once again.
Clack DM. Best DM.
Yep. Oh God. So
We can't hear you, by the way. There you go. We can hear you now.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I'm just gonna have to reinstall Windows on this thing. I don't know.
All right. So the turn order is going to be player, Empire, Crimson Dawn, player.
Okay.
All right.
I'm guessing we need to figure out what went boom. Need to install this thing and get out of here.
Yep.
We already installed it, I thought.
Paul, at the same time, you need to outmaneuver the fighters that are rapidly approaching, as well as you need to have one successful astrogation roll before you're able to leave.
Okay.
You can choose the moment to do it, but be ready for that. The Navi computer is working. You just can't push the things to go.
Yeah.
You'll get the whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah. There's no
that the
calculations.
Millennium Falcon does.
There's no location. Yeah.
Jake, out of pure curiosity, do we all kind of inherently know like the jump range of this? Not like perfectly, but like approximately in the universe. Like a human just looking at a car, we can play like, oh, that can probably go like a couple hundred miles.
Paul sure can.
Yeah.
Especially when he pulls up the Navi computer, it's going to tell him that information. So, if he rolls successfully.
Where's the computer? It's in the cockpit, right?
Come on, it's Paul. It's Garu.
It's Garu.
He can always fly. He just like gets his gut, puts it on the throttle, and just he just like
All right.
inhales a bit.
Garu
and just, like,
either
whack.
succeeds ridiculously or fails miserably. Those are the only stats he has.
Don't jinx it now.
So as of right now, the Empire hasn't really done anything, but you've Paul, you definitely got the indicator that you've been scanned. So they're very aware of your presence, but they haven't done anything yet. The Crimson Dawn is coming fast. So
What kind of like, fighter ships are they in? You mentioned the fighters, but like pure curiosity.
X-Wings or
no, I don't remember the name of the fighter. They're in Solo. Those ships, I don't remember.
Get up.
I need to actually find it.
Spitfire.
Star Wars. Yes.
That's original.
No, not the Spitfire. Just kidding.
Baxter.
Hold on. Star Wars.
I was looking at there's a bunch of Lego versions of the Crimson Dawn. So.
Yeah. Well, regardless, I'll say they're similar in size and shape to the Razor Crest.
Okay.
So big-ish, but not super big. But I have their stats, which is all that matters. And
Sweet.
so they're just coming straight shot for your ship as you're kind of just coming out of the atmosphere, getting far enough away to engage the hyperdrive. So 3-player actions first. Who goes first?
All right. So here's my plan. I think we can do this. Get the motivator up, and then we have.
It is up now, right?
It's already up.
No, it's installed, but something's
Oh, but
broken.
it's shorted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we get that fixed, and then we send one of our code cylinders to the Imperial frigate, because if we request assistance and we send a code cylinder, they might engage the Crimson Dawn, because the Crimson Dawn, isn't Imperial. So we don't know. It's a shot, at the very least.
Okay.
And then I outmaneuver them. We only fire back when we absolutely have to, because it would probably end badly for all of us if we have to get into a dogfight with 4 fighters in a freighter. This is not the Millennium Falcon. It's a little bit tougher, I guess, than the Millennium Falcon, but it's still
tougher but slower.
It's still a freighter.
Better.
Yeah, it's a freighter at the end of the day. Okay.
Oh, is there there is a cargo hold here? We passed the cargo hold, right?
Yep.
On our way in. Do we notice if it was just completely empty, or were there things?
There's
in
stuff.
All right.
So I think the first
You want
one
to
is
check out the stuff?
Not right now. Clark is cognizant enough to know that like the death is approaching if he just kind of does his own.
Okay. All right.
Especially since
Who's
about to do
going first
maneuvers.
here?
Let's have K1 go first. Does that sound good?
Okay.
All right.
K1, you're gonna have to roll a perception check in order to
Okay.
actually figure out what is happening here.
Gotcha. Why did my browser go to Netflix? What?
Oh,
Watching Netflix now?
No.
Apparently, we're not entertaining enough.
Netflix during the podcast.
oof.
man.
Okay.
Aw.
So, so you can find it in this round. However, the kind of knowledge of ships like this that you have is going to lower the difficulty on your next roll.
Okay.
But yeah, you can't find it at all. Yep. Okay. Who's next?
I would say to ask Clack to contact the Imperial vessel and send the code cylinders.
Do I have the other?
Y'all want some spice?
I have the other cylinder, don't I?
You have both of them.
Yeah. Well,
I will let Clack use a maneuver to get the cylinder from you.
Krusk had one, right? Or did he give it back? Or is it
No,
is it in a puddle of molten?
He just he kind of held like you know how people hold out the credit card machines in a drive-through now,
Oh right, yeah.
and you just stick your card in it and then pull it back.
We have touchless. I use my phone.
Yeah.
So I mean, we know that newer cylinder working. Garu's in possession of that cylinder now, right?
No.
Oh,
K1. I'm saying, like, Clack, if that's what you want to do, I will let you use the maneuver part of your turn in order to get it from K1.
Yeah, okay. I think that's probably the best bet here. All right, I'm going to go sprint on back or nab it from K1, run back up to the cockpit. And how these work? Do I just, like, plug it into something or, like, plug it into, like, a comms computer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Clack is just going to insert this into whatever USB ports are available.
Okay.
Maybe he unplugs some things and plugs it in. The keyboard no longer works.
I'm going to say there is a slight sense of dread as you're about to do this. And I'm going to make this a little harder for you.
Oh god.
Use light side dice.
You got
Use
this.
light side.
Actually, there's a slight sense
when I
of
use it.
Ah,
yeah.
damn it.
Actually, okay. Fuck. Okay, so Clack is just going to. How cognizant is Clack right now, Jake?
He's cognizant enough. You're not relying on any knowledge right now. So,
all right. Clack is going to call him up and say, "Hey, hey, this is General Grievous. I don't fucking know." He says something outrageous there, but it's like garbled in the comms. When he's like,
here, I got a good one. This is General Wampa Rat.
"This is Wampa Rat."
Yeah.
Wampa Rat, requesting immediate combat assistance. And then he's going to give a little blurb saying, "We were just conducting standard inspections on the Mashuta spaceport. There was an explosion, and we were just attacked, and our inspection squad was wiped out. And I don't know why Clack sounds like this, but it is the Wampa Rat in his mouth as he's chewing." Like this.
In my mind, what that is that Clack heard and knows that Garu has something to do with the Imperials, and he has that voice, so he's just adopting Garu's.
Emulating Garu.
Yeah.
It keeps working.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah.
what's funny is that the Imperial accent kind of mimics the Core Worlds accent, which is like British.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
You may fire when ready.
Yeah.
Okay, so he gives a little blurb. He says some shit about who he is, but it's kind of distorted, and then he just submits the codes.
Roll charm.
You got it.
Hey,
You got this.
This is
This is his stat.
This is Clack.
This is Clack.
No.
Oh, no. You were saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
How the hell did you roll 6 failures? How are you supposed to win against that?
Because he
6
spent dark
successes.
side dice.
He
Well,
could have if he could have broke even actually against
Could've.
that if he
Yeah.
rolled better on his greens. All right.
Could
So the back through the comm you simply hear
Unidentified YT Corellian vessel. We're gonna need you to stop exactly where you are and prepare to be boarded.
As we reply, that's a negative. We are being pursued and fired upon. We cannot stop. We will absolutely comply. When we won't die immediately. How about this? How about we request the board, the freighter? I submit. I say, hey, we can't stop. We are being pursued. We are being fired upon. Request permission to board and be inspected.
And all right, yeah.
Stand by.
And that's going to be your turn right now. Third player action.
It's gonna be me.
Oh, do you want to try or?
All right.
Like, because can I tell if they're engaged? Are they in engagement range or
Not
they
yet.
just oncoming? Okay, so then I'd say Paul just go.
And you would be able to tell because you can see.
Boys,
Yeah.
you know this is the start.
I'm going to do
We're about
something.
to get a ship upgrade.
I'm going to do something absolutely stupid, but I think it's going to work. So
I'm gonna
my
bring him in
plan
closer.
is to move towards the frigate because we're already in communications. I am not planning on stopping, but I am planning on just skimming over the frigate just enough that we're like shields are like just together, kind of almost like as if we're just barely touching.
We're like we're like within the shield bubble.
Almost, yeah, and then roll over and then use it as a basically as a barrier between us and the incoming fighters, and then just keep going. I can outrun and outmaneuver a frigate. I can't outrun fighters.
All right, I'm giving you a setback die for that garbage.
I am going to use. I was going to say I was going to use a light side die. It was just the reason why I
Okay,
was
then
gonna
I'm
do
taking
that.
it back. No, It's only going to be a 3 difficulty piloting skill.
Hey, Paul, Cupan says it all in chat. He says free CCU. We could have got here, but no freighter for us.
CCU. Man, what a time that was.
Do you have any of that? Have any of that fancy pilot talent tree stuff?
Not yet, because we haven't been
Not
able
yet.
to upgrade our characters yet. So
I took 2 at the start.
We're
so that's
almost
why.
there. We're
Yeah.
almost there.
I actually did take. I actually get an automatic. I got these automatically for the scout.
yeah.
So
Yeah, that's right.
all right. So rolling
Oh,
it
that's
with
right,
one
you're
light
scout,
die.
yeah.
I'm going to use light side die, and I'm going to see pool GM.
Just roll it.
And then just roll it.
No boost die. No nothing. I'm taking back my setback die.
One success.
Wow.
Woo! All right.
Woo!
So you do this maneuver perfectly. So
Yes.
you fly over to the ship. You actually graze it just a bit, so the bubble of the shields kind of flashes for just a second. Just
Yeah.
and you see like it ripple across both ships, and you stay there. And I'm actually going to take the Imperial's turn now and have them come over the comm.
Well, there we go. Okay. Unidentified freighter vessel. What are you doing? Stop all maneuvers immediately, or be prepared to be fired upon.
Glex is going to kind of like repeat what he said earlier.
Like yeah,
so-
we'll stop.
Dialogue.
We'll
I'm just kind of making up excuses over the comms.
So the Imperials start to charge the turbo lasers on their freighter.
Yeah, that's good.
So they're using this turn to give power to their weapons. On the other hand, the Crimson Dawn, the fighters kind of fly real fast up to your ship and then stop. And they just sit and wait to see what happens. Hotshot, what are you doing right now?
Yeah, hey guys. I don't know what they're doing. What are we doing? Am I shooting or am I not?
Are the fighters in range?
We have like ship-wide comms, so we can all talk to each other, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. You also have
Jake.
comm links.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they in range?
Yes.
Okay.
Lighten them the fuck up.
Hold on. Are we like, if we fired a bolt, because we're kind of like within the shield of the freighter, would
We're
we,
next to it.
would we be able to like bypass the shields at all? Because of our proximity?
Yes. You're not within the frigate shields.
No,
You're
Okay.
we're
just
on the
so
edge.
close that from the angle they're coming at, they can't really
Our
indistinguish
bubbles
you.
are touching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, pew pew. IA will be shooting the guns.
What things are on like the top of like are we on like what side of the freighter are we on?
You're on the starboard side of the freighter.
Okay.
Freighter or frigate?
Frigate. Sorry.
Yeah.
The big F1.
They're kind of so planet is here where I am, and they're kind of in orbit like this. So you approached from this side to the starboard side. Yeah. So please roll gunnery for me there, sir.
Aha. Oh,
No.
a single threat.
Okay.
How did that happen?
You fire and you whiff. You all like you basically. So the ships were standing still, basically.
Wait, who did
Don't
you fire?
rub it in.
Did you fire at the Imperials or at the?
No.
No,
No.
there's no Imperial fighters.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was
You
just
fired at the fighters.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, guys, I'm just gonna shoot at the frigate or the freighter. It's fine.
They start
I'm sure they'll love it.
and then a little pea just like pokes the shield.
We had a weapons malfunction. It's fine.
How are you?
How are you doing?
So you fire and also Bryn fires, but because you kind of both telegraphed your aim together, the ships kind of just do one of these to get out of the way. They just fire their thrusters to move out of the way, and at the same time, only Hotshot can hear this message right now.
I don't like that.
Jollius, you don't want to destroy your friends now, would you? I see you behind that gun.
How about you step out from behind your fucking chair and we'll take care of this 1-to-1.
Nah, that's not how any of these go down. You know that.
Mm-hmm. See you on the other side, fucker.
Hotshot don't care. It's so good.
There's something
All right.
so good about like a
I
Star
don't
Wars
know who you're talking to, Hotshot, but
fucker is just like it's very
Yeah.
good.
It always works.
I just love how we've decided that it's part of the Star Wars vocabulary, even though they typically say things like blast.
Blaster, yeah. I forgot what it. Yeah, I used to know.
Blast is the one that Obi-Wan uses most
Yeah.
of all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Modernized.
So we have looped back around to our 3 players.
I'm gonna try to get some distance between myself while using the frigate as like shadow. So I'm basically trying to keep myself.
Shouldn't we try to get the motivator running so you could just go?
We could, but I also have to do calculations, so we wouldn't even be able to to
He
go
has to
once we get them to burn.
he has to no, when you hit that turn though, you go.
Yeah.
So when you make those calculations, the second if you make the calculations before the hyperdrive is fixed, the second the hyperdrive is fixed, you're gone.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Conversely, if you fix the hyperdrive first, same thing. If Paul makes the calculation, you're gone. So you just have to succeed both of those rolls to get out of here.
Okay, so I guess go ahead and try it again, K1.
Okay.
Right.
So go ahead and roll perception.
Oh god.
It's lower difficulty this time.
You got this. No, you don't.
No.
I don't.
All right. Go ahead and take 3 strain for me.
Whoa.
This is why I wanted to go get out of there first.
No, it's fine.
I'm down to 1.
Yep. However, you do manage to find exactly what you need here. So on your next roll, you're going to be rolling mechanics.
Okay.
So you find the short. So basically, the motivator has been hastily basically the power was rerouted because the motivator was uninstalled and he needed to use another system that it was tied to. So he just bypassed it, and when you put the motivator back in, you didn't know that he bypassed it, so it shorted. But now you found it, so all you have to do is roll the mechanics check on your next turn to fix it. All right.
I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
All right. 2 more players. Who's next?
Okay. I'm going to step in and start calculating. And as I'm calculating, I'm going to turn over to...
real quick, wasn't K1 supposed to get like a boost on his
He's
next?
not slicing.
Yeah,
That was a perception roll.
Ah.
I'm going to look over at Clack one more time and go, Clack, I need you to tell them exactly this, that we are currently performing a Delta Niner 524, and that we need them to do an Alpha Omega 4-2 in order for us to comply. All right, you understand that?
Clack nods, and he just opens the comm channel and just says 7.
No. Flip a coin.
Oh god, hold on. I just closed like 3 windows. Hold on 1 second.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
Nope.
Yes? No?
Nope.
It's
Nope.
Wait, I thought that was a yes.
No, one's a yes.
ones are yes.
All right.
Uh,
All right.
Well, I tell him that I tell him that, but in the meantime, I'm calculating for a jump because we're
There's a hornet this large right outside my window. It's trying to get in.
Oh no!
Death Hornet.
Well, now you
It's
have
the Crimson
actual.
Dawn.
Yeah, I was gonna say now you have actual tension.
All right.
So
I
am also going to be using the second light side dice for this. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
For this, because I really want to make this astrogation check.
Okay. Quick question for you, real quick. Do you where are we going?
Okay, what's the range?
All right. Now I gotta pull up the map.
Yeah, I can.
Anywhere but here.
Hold on.
Okay. I saw this in a movie once. We just do the hyperdrive through their ship, right? It's it works every time.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so I'm looking at
core
my
rule
maps.
book. Need to find my space lane map. The galaxy. There we go.
Not.
All right. Where's my map at? There we go. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
So
oh my god, no! It is a big monster.
Jeez.
Oh god,
that's terrifying.
spooky.
Okay.
I'm glad it's on the other side of the glass.
For now.
Why would you
All
say
right.
something like that?
So if you use a lane, you can get as far as Kijimi from here. Because you're right now in the Arcanus sector. You can also get to Ryloth, Rhodia, Christophsis.
Rhodia.
Christophsis.
Yeah.
That's my home planet, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're going home. I'm gonna go home first.
Wouldn't that be the first place to go look? I didn't know who you are. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, so if you do a quick jump, these are all the places you can go,
Right.
which will lower the difficulty by 1. If you want to just hop on, if you want to like actually move to a different sector of the galaxy, that's going to be a more difficult roll.
It's in.
Or
It made it. It made. Oh fuck! I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Okay. How did it get in his house?
Dude, it pierced the glass. It just.
Hopefully Darj is not dead. Let's take a quick break while I'm calculating. Let's take a quick break before
you
this
can
happens.
think about it.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. Let's let Darj figure out the Hornet situation.
Yeah.
If you want to
break, really.
in replacing Darj as
Now taking applications for.
let us know.
Nice.
The plot twist of this episode is that the Wretched Hive was in Darj's apartment the entire time.
Boo.
But good
Starch
news,
isn't
the
dead.
hornet is dead and flushed down the toilet.
Oh,
That's gonna clog your toilet.
oh, Coffee, you're from Mass as well.
An insect. Oh, an
I
insect
used
in my
to
toilet.
live in the Worcester
This is
area.
so big. That carapace is gonna like you're gonna call some plumber over and he's gonna have this.
We got pipes like this. The insect was,
Yeah. It'll expand.
It'll clog her. Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll just.
I
slurp up
have
the sewage.
much more, clogging, a little more clogging
Hold
material
on.
there.
You're talking about what? You just said the wasp will absorb the sewage and get so big it will block the pipe.
Yes.
And then we just moved on from that.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
tried to ignore it because it was so stupid.
Please
Welcome
continue.
back to the show, everybody.
This is the insect hour.
Yeah.
I don't even
Yeah.
remember where we left off. Oh yeah,
Jupiter's
you were
right,
deciding
Darge.
what planet you were gonna.
Yeah,
he was
So
mapping
do
out.
you have
Click on
a
two.
planet in mind?
I like Christophsis. I think that's at least
Okay.
a good stop point.
Okay,
And then
so
we
that's a
can bounce.
nice quick jump. So your
Yeah.
difficulty is going down to 2.
Okay. I'm also going to spend light side die on it, as I said earlier, just
Okay,
because
add a boost die.
we need to make this happen.
Yep.
Did I just say use light side?
Yeah, and then add a boost die to your dice pool.
All right, here goes nothing.
Astrogation.
Hey,
Yeah.
success and an
Excuse
advantage.
me.
I needed that.
All right. Yeah.
Plotted it.
You are ready. You are ready to get on out of here.
Yeah, I go over the comms. I go over the
yeah,
comms after I do it, and I go. Clanker, it's up to you now.
It's coming.
Working on it.
Now it's their turn.
Okay. So that was both of y'all's turn. So
Yeah.
one more player.
Oh,
Clack. Say clack.
Black.
Oh,
Yeah,
Clack, you were trying to convince. I'm gonna have you roll deception.
On
Yeah,
I
the
forgot
7.
whatever Garu was telling him.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm trying to get him to like stall them as best as you can.
You're stalling.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Man, Clack is not all there today. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So two failures and an advantage. So so you hear coming back through the comm.
7?
I'm just going to repeat back. Confirm that 7. I'm going to ask for confirmation for the 7.
Okay. Sir, 7 is not a recognized imperial code.
8.
Uh,
No, I'd say 8, and then I close the comm channel.
okay.
It's one of the oldest codes.
Yeah.
They started at 1,
We're
got up to
OGs.
7, and they
It's like
just
order-
going up.
So instead of order 66, it's order number 7.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
With fries.
That's a
and
double
bacon.
cheeseburger.
We would tell you, but then we would have to kill you.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. All right. So in turn, the frigate moves away from you to put itself into firing range of your ship.
That's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
So
Awesome.
so basically you are now between these the fighters who are now right up on you and the frigate. So instead of using the frigate as kind of a parent ship, basically.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pull out a cigarette and put my feet up and just.
So the fighters get within range, and they are gonna go ahead and fire here. Now I need the Crate Fang stats. Whoops.
Yeah, Q-Pan is right. A number 7 is a Womp Rat Deluxe. It's a loaded Womp Rat, is what it is.
Womp Rat Deluxe, yes.
All right.
Animal style.
Animal style, Womp Rat style Womp Rat.
Okay. Crate Fang. systems shrink. Okay. Cool. Okay. So, actually, you know what? I changed my mind. They don't move out of range. They launch ties.
Okay.
So they launched 2 TIE LN starfighters. So these are the first version of the TIE fighter. This is the paper thin model with no shields, and no hyperdrives either. And they launched 2. So you actually see them on this ship. They don't have hangars. Their fighter craft are literally attached to the outside of the ship with pipes going to them, and the pilots crawl through the pipes to get on board the TIEs. They have a complement of 6 TIE fighters, but they only launched 2, and 2 of them kind of as the so I'm using that as both the maneuver, which is them moving away from you. They launch ties is their action. So the ties are not in range of you quite yet because they didn't move out of the way, but they are rapidly approaching. So
how close are we to the freighter still? Have we moved like a distance away from it or past it yet?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is the freighter moved itself away?
Frigate.
Frigate. Yeah, the frigate. You keep saying freighter, and it screws me up.
The big ship.
The big imperial
the big
ship.
nasty ship. Yeah.
The big MP. In order to fit a big stormtrooper, they need a big ship.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, big stormtrooper, big ship.
Are we close enough to it that we could do something to interact with the frigate within like one turn? Like we wouldn't have to turn around and go back to it theoretically. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you could use maneuver and then an action to get back up to it.
Okay.
But it is now in firing range also. But instead, it's launching ties to kind of lock down the situation.
But it's only launched 2 so far.
Yep. And the other fighters, there's 4 of these fighters. The yacht of the Crimson Dawn is also approaching as well. On sensors, Garu, you see that they are also powering weapons. The Crimson Dawn, they'd be crazy, dude. So the Crimson Dawn fighters do engage all of you.
Okay, if they fail, they might hit some of the imps, right? I'm just gonna because we're all mixed in.
This is going. Yeah. So if they fail with threat, that's what's gonna happen essentially.
Okay. That was my point.
So, yeah.
What's the current turnover? I don't even know where we're at.
What?
What is even the current turn order? Because I don't even.
Oh, it's
now.
We have one more
it's
player.
Player, Imps, Crimson Dawn player.
Okay.
We're on the Crimson Dawn turn right now.
Yep.
Okay. So this is going to be a classic 2-1-2-1 roll here.
Success with 2 threats.
All right. Okay. So they land a shot on the Crate Fang. I'm also I totally forgot to do this, but I am actually going to create a character sheet for your ship.
Ooh.
I am keeping track of the stats as of right now, but they land a direct hit onto the dorsal part of your shields, and it actually disables Bryn's gun. So you hear her coming over the comms, and all you hear is
"Gun's broken. I'm out of here."
And she actually just
Fuck.
she gets out of the the gunner position and just sits in the cockpit. There's 4 seats in the cockpit, like the Millennium Falcon.
Okay.
So the only gun is the forward guns and missiles that Garu does have access to, as well as the turret that Hotshot is currently on.
So to be clear, the Imperials are now pretty much full on engaging us with these fighters.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
They haven't decided to fire on you quite yet. They are trying to prevent you from going anywhere.
All right. I'm gonna look over at Garu.
I haven't shot yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, who?
It's your turn now.
Yeah, it's
fire.
Hotshot's turn.
It's my turn.
Okay.
I was just
Yeah, we
like,
have one more
I want to
player
do a
turn
thing.
after the.
Yeah, I'm just
What are you
sit there and go. Just gonna go.
Enjoy cigarette before I'm done. Damn it.
Just gonna start shooting. I'm gonna shoot at the Crimson Dawn fighters.
Okay.
Uh,
Of which there are 4 right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Go ahead and roll gunnery.
Two success.
Yes.
Finally.
Yes. Bison.
All right,
Yes.
I think goes
So you utterly just
Darsh.
with a nice.
I am your
Nice.
god once again. They're all dead. You killed all of them with that.
Yeah. Including K1. K1 is also dead. So you with a nice, very satisfying what? You know that sound. You know the Star Wars blaster sound. It's very satisfying. The ship closest to you erupts into flames as the other ones kind of like fly on past you.
It's like clearly done, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Large ball of flaming metal, and then explodes. So they're down to 3 fighters here.
Okay.
All right. K1, it's time for you to see if you can fix the ship.
Oh god, yeah. I'd love to use a light side, but we're out.
In fact, I'm going to use a dark side point.
No.
Here.
Yeah, I believe in you, K1. I believe in you.
I believe in you, K1. I believe you can do it, but because I believe you can do it, I'm adding a setback die.
Yeah.
Also add a boost die to your roll. This is a mechanics check. You're using your improved slicer gear in order.
That is true.
This.
That is true. All right, mechanics, don't fail me.
Yeah.
Advantage.
Okay, so unfortunately, he didn't roll a success. However, the other mechanical failure that I was going to curse you with has been fixed. Basically, there was a secondary system that was on fire, and you actually you're fixing this, and you see the fire erupt, and then you kind of just do one of your like with your slicer kit, you have a little fire extinguisher, and you just. So you're distracted for a moment, but it could have been much, much worse.
This thing is held together with one bread juice. Give me more time.
God damn it. All right, I'm going to take over.
Okay.
This is
And
a
I'm
Han
going
yelling at Chewie scenario.
Yes. I am going to get some maneuvers to try to get some distance, but also...
Gar, may I just, before you take your, may I suggest something?
Sure.
Okay. I'm totally cool with the suggestion taking up my turn.
Okay.
Garo, I have seen you pull off some pretty fancy flying, and I would like to say that several of these have been my terrible idea, and that you have executed upon them very well. So, before you call me crazy, I have a plan.
Mm-mm.
As you see, there are the connector tubes to all of the TIE fighters.
Oh no.
Would we be able to ram ourselves between the tubes and the TIE fighters, just cutting through all of the connector tubes and just disconnecting them from the ship?
If you do that, you'll lose your shields.
I was going to say, yes, but we would... yes, but we're probably going to die when we do that.
I mean, we're already being pursued. I mean, there's a good chance here we can take out... How many like ties are obviously attached to it?
Listen. All right. I don't know why you blew up some civilian freighter. I don't know what part of the rebellion you're part of. All I know is it's not my fucking fight, and I'm not here to kill imps. I'm here to get the fuck out.
All right. If you think being pursued across the galaxy is the way to do it, then
so. I need you to also keep in mind, this is not the First Order. This is the Empire. The Empire has no means to track you in hyperspace.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing that everybody got all up in their own butts about in The Last Jedi. that the technology didn't exist, even though they tried to establish it in the movie before that, and nobody paid attention. Okay.
Rant over.
All right, so
Clark is just gonna point and say, "Get him, get him."
yes. Basically, what I'm saying is, it was a new technology in the Last Jedi that they were able to track a ship through hyperspace.
Yeah. So here's the plan. I do a fancy maneuver, set up for a shot for both Garu or for both Clack on the main guns, and because I can't fly and fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Set up for a big shot for both Clack and Hotshot, but in a way, I wanted to make it so that essentially we're flying forwards, right? We're trying to outmaneuver them, and then we're going to. And I don't want to engage the imps. I want to engage the Crimson Dawn because
Okay.
There's a difference between wanted for questioning and evading and murdering Imperial officers.
I mean, we are. I mean, you should have told that to episode 3. But
Wait, we killed Imperial officers in episode 3?
I mean, we
There's
did
no dead Imperials at all.
not yet. But I mean, we did murder some sort.
We kind of murdered before you left.
Oh, yes, we did. Yeah, but they're all dead. They're all dead.
That's true.
They're all dead. They can't report in that
malfunction.
we murdered. Yeah.
That's true.
But, I want to get into position so that we can. Oh yeah. So you know what?
Basically,
Because
bring your guns to bear on the.
yes, but in the finishing the maneuver, I'm back into position. But they're ahead of us too. The Crimson Dawn. The fighters are just blew by us.
Yeah,
right?
they just blew past you. So you're able to basically you're rotating this way and pulling all your guns to bear, but at the same time, if you go forward, it's going to put you past the frigate.
And the main guns are just forward facing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are gimbaled, but they are forward facing.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of room, but okay.
Yeah. So basically, I'm going to get them into a firing arc, but also get past the frigate. So basically a shot, and then we'll continue forward.
Have fun with that. Go ahead and roll pilot space.
Yep. Here goes nothing.
You got this.
I'm not gonna say it.
Success and an advantage.
Hey!
Oh, no, just a success because I forgot to drop my boost die. So just a success. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So both so here's the thing is so it's one more. That was 2 player turns.
No, it's
2 player turns. So
Yes,
we need one more. And okay, who's firing right now? Is it Hotshot or is it Clack?
Clack won't really fire. Clack isn't an experienced gunner, so Clack really isn't going to aim much. But if we are clearly pointing at a target and other I can see other bolts being fired by Hotshot, then yeah, he'll just kind of hit the button over and over again.
I should probably fire first.
Okay.
To be my guess.
Okay.
So you said put a boost die on
go ahead and
it?
add a boost
Clack's
die
not
to
taking
your
the
roll.
initiative, but he will fire.
Go ahead and add a boost die to your roll. So you're actually able to come. So this is how this is going to play out. So you're actually able to come to bear on the target much sooner, because the sooner than what Garu maneuvers the ship into, because you're on a gimbaled turret. So so basically the ship's turning this way, but the turret's like whoop, and already is locked onto the target as the rest of the ship is coming to bear here. So go ahead and use gunnery and add a boost die to your roll, because that's what I'm transferring your advantage there. Very nice.
There you go.
A success and 2 advantages.
Yep. So so you land a shot on one of the ships. It doesn't destroy it, but you do manage to disable its shields. And it also it took the hit pretty hard, so so it's unable to attack on the next turn.
There you go.
So basically, you hit it and it did one of and trying to dodge out of the way of it, but it wasn't able to maneuver in time. Okay. So that takes me to the TIE fighters,
Mhm.
who have now approached all of you, and you hear over the comm,
Stand down, disable your weapons. We'll take care of the Crimson Dawn. Do not move.
and they get into position, but one of the TIE fighters gets a little trigger happy. Ooh, but he whiffs.
I am.
What's the
So they both move into position to fight the Crimson Dawn fighters, but he took a shot at you guys and unfortunately missed. But his advantage is that he's not caught out of position.
Was that unfortunately missed?
Yeah. Hey,
yeah,
hold
no,
on here.
unfortunately missed for him.
Okay.
Wait, is that unfortunately? Because that would technically be going against his orders.
True, but
have you not seen
I'm
that
saying
Rebels
in the brain of
episode?
an Imperial.
I was gonna say, have you not seen that Rebels episode where they go to the Imperial flying school, where like it's
they're
encouraged that you
super
just commit
trigger-happy,
murder everyone in that like we
Yeah.
have civilians, cool, dead. I don't
Yep.
care.
More targets.
Yeah.
So you see the two ships. One of them kind of fires past you, and you guys assume it's like a warning shot. He was actually trying to hit you, but he's a stormtrooper, so he missed. But he still manages to maintain formation with his friend. So they fly right on past you and kind of bring their guns to bear on the Crimson Dawn. The Crimson Dawn sees this and decides to ignore the Imperials. That's not why they're here. So they see your maneuver, and I'm giving them a setback die on this roll because your maneuver was so fancy. And there we go.
Hey.
Oh.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Is that the first one we've ever rolled?
No.
Yeah.
I think the NPCs rolled one. What were they?
If they did, it was right at the beginning.
The despair. Yeah, despair.
Yeah. So that is a failure, 2 threats, and a despair.
Okay.
That's like the worst roll.
Yeah.
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 So
They
these
hit the
fighters,
Imperials. They hit the Imperials.
these fighters pull it together. Even the one who was out of position before, and they manage to hit you from the bottom, the top, and the front of your ship. All in a beautiful, like they split their formation and then fired downwards at.
So is
Great
despair
Fang.
against us, not them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh no, it is against them.
It's
Just
against them.
kidding. Let
I was gonna
me
say, like, I was like, wait a minute.
refresh that.
Yeah,
Hold on.
that's your
Like
roll.
they shot it.
Yeah.
Rewind time.
Yeah.
Rewind time. Ignore everything I just said. Thank you.
This is how like Jake is horny to like ruin our game.
Murder- Yeah.
He's
I'm the
murder
GM.
horny.
That's my job.
But today especially, you've been
I'm
very
playing this game against you. So the just kidding. The fighters they do ignore the TIE fighters. However, they ignore them so badly that they don't even see them on sensors. So the one of the ships actually collides with one of the TIE fighters because they're so stupid and bloodthirsty, and both of those ships explode.
You're like Mad Max Fury Roading right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, all of the other bolts that they've fired on your ship just completely miss. Garu twists the ship in a rather spectacular way as he does, and dodges out of the line of fire. But they did that to themselves. That sucks. All right. So now, Clack, you now have a very beautiful chance to fire against these boys. Go ahead. Who are you going to shoot?
So who all do I have in like my firing arc right now?
Everybody. So, 1 TIE fighter and 2 Crimson Dawn fighters.
Can you tell me a little bit about the main guns? Like what is different? Are the main guns different than the turret weapons at all? Or
Yes, they're chunkier. They cannot aim as well, but they're more powerful.
What's
And they
projectile
fire
speed?
slower.
Fire slower as in projectile speed or as in like fire rate?
Both.
Gotcha. Okay. In that case, I'm not going to aim at the ties. I'm just going to aim past them at the actual Crimson Dawn. Not the ties. At the fighters, but the actual Crimson Dawn.
The yacht.
Yeah, the yacht. And just target that and fire a bolt.
Oh boy! All right. I'm using a dark side point for that, my friend.
It's fine. We could use the light side dice for when we get the hyperdrive up and running.
Yeah.
Get the hell out!
I'm gonna need Dars.
So go ahead and roll gunnery. This is gonna be hard.
Shot. I believe in you. Advantage.
Okay. All right. So, so you don't hit the ship. You do. So the other 2 fighters realize you're firing on the yacht, so they actually kind of break formation and reposition to defend the yacht. So it kind of puts them out of position if you manage to have to endure another turn of of this battle. So you don't hit anything, but you've actually given yourself the advantage for the next turn here. So
they've like pulled back slightly.
They've pulled back. You kind of force them to pull back because they realize that you're firing on home base. So go ahead. We're back to the beginning. So K1, you want to see if we can get out of here?
Light side, light side, light side.
Yep. Add your boost die.
Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it.
And roll mechanics.
Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it.
Yep.
With
Actually, make that 2 boost die.
Yeah.
If you're using a light side point.
Here goes nothing.
What the fuck?
Success, advantage, success, advantage, and you negated all the successes.
Perfectly.
How?
Perfectly.
All right. So what you've managed to do is you have completely fixed the system, but you've shorted out the comm panel. So you're going to have to literally sprint to the front of the ship.
And I can't use my own comms.
Nope, you've knocked out the comm system.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to rewind a little bit and remind you, Jake, of what you said about the system and how it functions. The second that it's fixed, it automatically goes to light speed.
You're right, but he didn't succeed. So basically, he I agree with you, but he has no way to tell you go
To punch it, yeah.
because you need to push the go button.
Okay.
Because if you try to do the go button, it'll short the system again, which is the problem that the Millennium Falcon had over and over and over again in Empire Strikes Back. So we have to endure one more round of combat, unfortunately.
Damn it!
So this is it.
I think this is the longest combat.
You guys have to survive this, and basically you have to survive this combat encounter. You have to, but there's opportunities here to make things better for you in certain ways. So do you go after the Crimson Dawn yachts? Do you simply take on the fighters? Do you simply try to get out of the way? Do you try to antagonize one against the other? What do you want to do here? So Garu, are we going to save like the 2 last player turns for weapons?
I think so.
Yeah.
My plan is, are we still in range of? Obviously, we're still in range of all their big weapons, right?
Of every single ship's weapons at this point, including the yacht.
I'm going to go over the comms to the Imperials say, you know, if you don't deal with this Crimson Dawn problem, we're going to be a smattering of wreckage here. They obviously don't care. They smashed into one of your TIE fighters. You need to protect us. You need to start targeting. We will comply, but I can't comply if I can't be confirmed of me surviving or not. You need to do this for us if I'm going to comply. And I'm not going to fly. I'm going to like stop the ship as I'm saying this. We're still lined up for hyperdrive, but you know we've stopped moving.
Okay, so you're basically threatening them.
I'm saying like it's like I'm trying to convince them like you need to do this because we can't like I'm trying to talk with them, you know, not necessarily be like do this or I kill you, but like I'm like trying to convince them that this is the right move because they can see the same thing and they did just see their one of their TIE fighters get viciously destroyed by the Crimson Dawn.
Yeah. So you're trying to convince them to fight each other. Is
yes.
What you're... Okay.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and roll deception. I'm making this a little bit easier.
Okay.
Also, just because you have the you have the weight of one of their pilots being dead. Working for you. So. This comms officer has a willpower of 3. I'm lowering it to 2 for this roll.
And it's deception?
Yes. Or charm, because you're being pretty frank with them.
Yeah. That's not good. I was going to use light side anyways, but if that's okay.
Okay. Add a boost die.
Light side, boost side die, and then charm. This is Garu we're talking about. Yep. Sometimes he can pull off miracles.
Here we go.
Success!
There's the miracle.
Okay.
All right. So so over the comm, all you hear is
stand by.
And you see the frigate actually kind of like lurch over like past your ship. It's a big ship, but it's more maneuverable than like a capital ship.
Yeah.
But so it moves quick for something so big, but still pretty slow and clumsy. So
with the size on this thing, is it like one of those like smaller like rebel ships or something like that?
Have you seen Clone Wars or the
like the ships with like little barrels on the front, essentially? Like it looks like a vertical barrel. A horizontal barrel.
It's about that size, yes, but it's definitely not that.
No. I mean, just size-wise.
So was that like Princess Leia's ship when she got captured? That barrel.
Yeah.
No.
Talking about
that also has a horizontal barrel at the front.
That actually was what I was talking about, Darth.
No, that's what he's talking about. I am talking about this guy.
It was in Rebels, the TV show, right? They kept running into them all the time.
Also, I don't know why I said 6 TIE fighters. It should have been 4. I'm sorry. Here we go. I'm gonna post. Hold on.
I'll bring it up in the view thing.
Yeah. That's the ship there. I put it in the chat.
Okay. Yeah.
I think they reused that model for like the prison transport in Mandalorian. So.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. So this thing is quite a bit smaller than. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Go back to combat, and then I'm going to show you.
It's got a big old turbo laser there on its butt, though. Throw it up there. Oh yeah.
There we go.
No, not this one, Q-Pan. It is this one. This is the Empire. So yeah, this guy right here. I said 6. I meant 4.
But it just means they have 2 still docked instead of 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the 2 can dock on the other side as well. On the other wing there. Yeah. So this thing just kind of like lurches over and actually fires its turbo laser or actually no, does not fire quite yet, but it does. Yeah. You do convince them to move into position.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So that's your turn. So we one more player turn here.
Can I just reach over and like wipe the sweat off Garu's brow, like
with the Womprat?
With the Womprat.
You know what? I would probably yell at Clack to go yell at the Clanker. I'll try to hit the comms and be like, K1, what the fuck is going on back there?
And nothing responds.
Go. Yeah, I know. So Clack, go figure out what the fuck that Clanker's doing.
Okay.
Butt crack.
He's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone. Okay.
Does he have another door?
He didn't actually go get K1. It was just he just left. He didn't actually go get K1. He's just gone.
Oh right. You know the thing when you walk through a door and you immediately forget what you entered the room for? Like that is classic.
I'll tell you exactly what happened. I walk back through the doorway, forget what it is, look to my right, see that interesting cargo bay from earlier. I'm just gonna wander in there.
Okay. Clack, go ahead and roll perception for me. All right. Okay.
Oh God, is there like a creature? How can this be a threat? I'm scared.
Success 2 threats.
I just trip and hit the side of my head in like a box.
So you find a large chest on in the cargo bay, and the chest has a lock on it, and you kind of fiddle with it, but then the lock on it, the indicator just turns to like bright red.
I stick the Womprat and the stick, the pointy end of the stick, into the lock and just kind of like
fiddle. Which triggers something that starts beeping. Just beep, 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 beep.
Oh,
no. And
how big is the box? Just approximately. Can I pick it up? Like, is it?
It's pretty big. You're gonna need it'll take either K1 by himself or two of you.
Can I like drag it across the ground?
Yes, but not easily.
Okay.
There's not really a handle on it.
Where's Bryn in all this? Is she just kind of running?
I was actually about to say. So Bryn here walks into the room and says,
what is that? Clack? What is happening? What is this? What is happening? Why is it beeping? Stop the beeping.
It's a jizz instrument.
And then and then at the same time she just and all you hear is,
oh no.
Meanwhile,
was that
Black
Bryn?
is gonna get us all killed.
Was that Bryn?
We all knew it.
Yes.
Okay.
It was all a matter of time.
Yeah, not me, Bryn.
No, I was actually asking, was that Bryn coughing or the box coughing?
No.
The box coughing would be funny.
So
it's a mimic.
She's coughing, and yeah. So let's move on to the Imperials. The Imperials go ahead and fire the turbo laser at one of the ships. It's gonna be a tough roll.
Let's see if they hit it.
It's gonna be a tough roll with the turbo laser, but here we go. Nope, whiffed it. And they do manage to get the attention of everybody. So now the ships are coming to bear on the Imperial frigate here, which I'm going to roll that. We'll do a classic roll here. Oops, I pushed the clear button. Let's try that one more time. Roll 20, please. Okay, so so everybody starts firing at each other and nothing happens. But they all either miss or they don't hit directly enough to affect the shields. And
It's a typical Star Wars battle.
Typical Star Wars space battle where everybody's firing constantly and there's things exploding, but all of the ships are fine somehow. So yeah. The battle has broken out. Hotshot, you do have a cheap shot that you can make here if you want to start firing on something.
Is it the
Do I have the pick of the litter?
Yeah, you do. Both big ships and all 3 small ships.
I am going for the Crimson Dawn pleasure yacht.
The pleasure yacht. All right.
Yeah. Because fuck them.
All right, this is going to be a pretty difficult shot, but you're pretty good at gunnery.
Oh.
So
we have no light side. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, it's fine. I got this.
Go ahead and roll gunnery. This is hard because they're at a distance, and these turrets are meant for close range. So here we go.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just nothing.
You're just and
basically
just bullets are flying everywhere, and nothing happens.
It was worth a shot.
All right. However, you all survived. Good job, Garu. That was a good choice to make that charm roll. Because it was about to be really bad.
Listen, I'm just saying, Garu is not supposed to be charming, yet he's managed to charm everybody out of everything.
Listen,
I don't think you failed a roll, really. I don't know.
Charm rolls.
This is why Garu thinks he is the way he is, because sometimes it works, and
when it doesn't work.
Well,
when it doesn't work, it's just I'm just dealing with someone who's more than your average person. That's all.
Yep. All right. So but while this happens, K1 busts open the door to the cockpit and says,
Actually, I was gonna be, the door's open because Klax forgot to close it. Yeah. So you hear, these, footsteps, pum, 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 from the distance, and I'm gonna need both hands for this. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Can't hear you.
We can go, we can go, we can go, we can go, we can go.
You faded in because getting closer.
Also had the reverb going.
Yeah.
You're speaking at like the consistent volume and just getting closer.
All right. So Garu, punch it, and then at the same time, what you might not have seen in the rear view mirror is you actually aim the. I'm carrying over one of your advantages from your astrogation roll here.
Okay.
You actually aim your ship just right and carve your hyperspace path through a couple of the Crimson Dawn fighters. So it's just the yacht versus the frigate and the single tie. Of course, they have 2 more ties. So, but you're out. Congratulations, everybody!
Fucking finally,
you got out of Tatooine. So, everybody, if there is a place to update your level from level 1 to level 2. Please go ahead and do so.
How many experience do we have?
I don't think there is in this game. You are supposed to notate it on like the paper game, but it's fine. Everybody, please take 60 experience points.
So that's on top of the 15 experience points we had from the
bingo.
episode 0.
75 in total. Congratulations, boys.
Ooh.